Hi guys. All right, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be doing all signs, their current feelings for you, and also their next actions. I'm going to jump right in, of course, and just get started. Happy Sunday to everybody who is watching. We're going to jump right in with Aries. All right. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. And yeah, let's jump right in. All right, let's see what's going on with my Aries. So, Aries, this is for whoever's on your mind romantically at this time. How are they feeling about you, and what's their next actions towards you? Good afternoon, Crystal. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's see. Give me some messages for my Aries and Aries placements, the person that's currently on their mind. How are they feeling about Aries, and what's their next actions? Okay. All right, Aries, for you, this person is feeling the justice. So they may just want like fairness or equality. They feel like something has been very unfair between you two. It feels like they're trying to get some type of outcome and they want it to go in their favor. That is justice. Think about like a case, like a court case, and being on opposite sides. It can get very messy, and everybody just wants their most desirable outcome. So you and this person may be at a crossroads right now and definitely not seeing eye to eye. They're feeling like something that you're doing or that you're saying is not fair to them for whatever reason. You also could feel the same way. All right. So justice is here. Let's clarify that. What is this about? What is this person's energy towards justice? What are they wanting from Aries? All right, Two of Swords. So this person's very confused and indecisive about what they want, which doesn't make really well for saying that. It's just kind of confusing with this person. I don't know if you feel very confused as well. It's like this person changes their mind very often about what they want from you or what they're looking for out of this connection. They change their mind all the time. I don't know if this is someone who's like, they want to be in a relationship and then sometimes they want to be single but they want to be treated fairly. Like, it feels like this person tries to lay down their ground rules with you, but it changes ever so often, which makes it really hard for you to know where you're supposed to land with them or what you're supposed to do with them, what you can say to them, how you're supposed to act around them. It just makes it very confusing, especially with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords makes me think that this person either has unfinished business elsewhere in another romantic connection that they're still trying to clear out or that they're still holding on to, or there could be like a friend that is giving them their opinion, like relationship advice, where their friend just needs to shut their mouth. Okay. So this person could be being misguided by other people, or they could be holding on to something and not being completely forthright about that. And I feel like you were trying to I feel like your energy moving forward with this person is trying to not be so emotional, because it feels like a lot of mind games. You could be trying to just lead towards this very logically, really trying to understand where this is going, but it takes you in different directions all over. How does this person really feel about Aries? What do they truly want from Aries in this connection? I'm very confused by this individual, but I also want to be fair and understand them as well. All right, so this person feels the Four of Cups from you. So they feel like you are just giving them some type of unbothered energy. They feel like you are not interested in them. They feel like you may be shutting them down when they are trying to give you some type of romantic energy. If they're trying to flirt with you, if they're trying to, have some type of lovey-dovey situation with you, you're like shutting them down. I feel like that comes from it's like a conflict of interest. You're very like, you don't know what to do with this person. So you're kind of leading more logical, which can come off very detached. and this person's wanting you to just kind of like go with the motion and just do what they say on their timing. And I feel like that's very unfair. But this person is pleading with you to be fair with them. It's weird. Okay. It's very confused. I will say this, your person is either being pulled in a different direction by another connection that they're still holding on to, that they haven't let go of, or they're being misguided by people being in your relationship, like a parent, a sibling, a friend is telling them what they should do moving forward with you in this connection, which may be confusing them as well. So it's just very confusing. Now, their next actions towards you is the Five of Swords, which I do not like because it shows that this person could be hitting below the belt. This person could be fighting with you. Okay. There's also very competitive energy as well. I don't know what that's about, like really ego driven motives behind this person for some reason, winning at all costs, maybe trying to defeat you in some way. So it feels like very like unsupported energy between you two. You guys are just not on the same page right now. Let's see how that's going to pan out. Hi, Mystic. How are you? I'm happy to see you too. I'm happy to see you in the chat. This is confusing as hell, Aries. I feel like you feel this way, so I feel like whatever. I'm like, hello. All right, so I feel like the outcome after the Five of Swords. So there is some tough conversations or really like mean energy between you two, but it seems like the outcome also leads to some type of understanding, or maybe this may just be a love language between you and this person, or this is this person's love language, like to fight and then to love. They lead with anger and like maybe even jealousy, competitiveness, envy, and then they kind of smooth it over with like a fun time. It seems like you guys kind of like argue as the outcome, and then towards the end of it, it's like, let's smooth it over with some drinks. Let's smooth it over by let's rewatch Love Island. you know, it's so confusing. And it seems like a not proper, that's not a good word. It seems like a positive outcome after a lot of chaos and drama. But I do feel like you are way smarter than that. You have like a lot of intelligence, especially they seeing you as the Four of Cups. So I see you more on your logical side. Even while you are having a good time ending this out with this person after an argument, after having some crazy exchange of words, you could still be thinking in your head, what the hell am I doing? Or like, what's the next argument gonna be about? Or what is this person's head at? Like, I still don't understand them. So you and this person seem to argue behind closed doors and get it right also in front of a group of people. Maybe you guys like to hang out around their friends or your friends. It seems like you guys do have like a really fun outcome, but I feel like moving forward, it seems very confusing. Okay. That's just what I see. Also, the Seven of Swords, there's trust issues now as well, because it's like, how can I trust you to not take this into a crazy direction when I think we're good? I feel like there's this energy where you feel like, I think we're good. And then this person takes a left turn. And that is just confusing as hell. I think this person's problem is that they get very influenced by people around them. Or if there's a second story where this person may have like broken up or had some type of disconnect with another person, that they're still waiting to see what closure is going to happen with that person. And they're not telling you that they're waiting for that. They may have told you about this person. They may have told you like all the bad things that this person has done to them, but they still may be waiting on that person. They're not really fully telling you that. That could be an issue. And if it's not that, they have like people in their ear. So if you are going to be hanging around this person and their friends, it's very phony, because like their friends are like actively telling them to like turn up on you. So it's something very weird in the mix between you and this person, but you guys tend to like fight behind closed doors and then be good in public. So there is some type of respect level there, maybe like with reputation, with public image. It's like, I'm not going to embarrass myself or you in public, but there's still some like the water is not clear. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. But just to give you clarity, this definitely involves other people. So again, a ex that they are still waiting to hear an apology from. I don't feel like this person wants to be with this person, but they still have emotional ties to this person. Like they want to hear this person say, "I'm sorry." They want to see this person on their knees begging for them back. There's something that they want from that person, and if it's not an ex or whatever, it's definitely like a friend or a parent or sibling that's in this person's ear influencing them. So this person needs to like be a little bit stronger, stand on their own 10, toes and just make their own decisions. I think your person kind of falters with that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Aries. All right, moving on. Thank you, Mystic. Yeah, you know too well because you've been here so long. You know, sometimes I'm smiling, sometimes I'm not, but thank you. Thank you, girl. All right, let's move on to Taurus and let's see what goes on for my Taurus individuals and also placements. The person that's on your mind romantically, how do they currently feel about you, Taurus, and what's their next actions towards you? Let's see. All right, I'm going to just show you the card. I'm going to pull another card too because it's just so weird that this happens with you, but we do have the Justice again. And I just shuffled. I don't know if you heard it in the background. I just shuffled, but Justice came out again. You and Aries tend to like bleed over into each other's energy. I don't know what that's about. But I'm going to pull one more card also for how they feel about you. So Justice is here, and let's see what else. All right, Four of Wands. All right, so for your person, Taurus, before I even get the outcome, your person wants to get things right with you so that you guys can have a solid foundation for the future. Whoever this is, this feels like an ex or someone that you've already dealt with, you have history with. This doesn't feel like a new person. So even if you are dealing with a new person and you're enjoying your time there, just expect that someone from your past is coming back and wanting to have some type of closure and settle your differences so that you guys can move forward for the future. And this person is approaching you thinking that you want the same thing. So I don't know if that's the truth, but maybe you do. Maybe you have been having some lingering energy from your past that you were just hoping that someone has it right, gets it right. Someone is ready to speak their truth, be honest, come to you as a man or a woman and just be real. And I feel like that's whoever this person is. So they want to settle their differences with you and just be very fair on both parts of whatever has transpired in the past and then moving forward in a very solid future. Someone wants a relationship with you from your past. Okay, so that's who this is. I'm going to pull one card for the outcome, but I'm going to clarify also their current feelings. Okay. All right. So, what else can I say about this? I feel like this person has been thinking about this a ton and just keeping their distance. I also feel like this person, based off of the outcome that I'll show you in a second, has been watching you for some time. So, they've been watching you, especially because I'm getting the feeling that you have like a new person in your life, like fairly new, and you enjoy this person. And I feel like this person knows that. So they must be watching you, you know? They're coming in now. They feel like they have the confidence now to speak their piece and also face their wrongs. They also feel like you have some wrongs that you've done towards them that they also want to confront. And they feel like it can be a peaceful outcome. They don't feel like you guys are going to be arguing or damning each other to hell. It's almost like time has passed. Now is a good time for me to get it right with Taurus. So someone's coming in and they're wanting to move forward with integrity, with the justice, and they're wanting to set the foundation for the future. They're wanting a relationship as well. So this person's very like wanting to take you off of the market. So maybe even seeing you with a new person or even you dating or just your single guy, single girl energy is just kind of like lighting a fire under their butt. All right, so clarify the justice. What do you guys What have you guys struggled to get right in the past? Let's see. Communication, for one, and consistency with the Eight of Wands. So someone has been very inconsistent. And I feel like it's been on both parts because it feels like mutual wrongs. So this person has been very inconsistent with you and flaky and just bad communication, like calling you when they're actively in conversations with other people. Do you understand that? Like someone calls you and you answer to have like conversation and bonding, but then they're talking to people in the background. And it's like, this is not really a conversation. This is a third party conversation. I feel like we're in a conversation with other people. So like that could have been a problem. And I also feel like you maybe gave that back to this person, and that could have been very subconsciously, like you did it without even thinking, but you were showing this person like what you didn't like and they didn't like it either. So communication and consistency has been a really bad thing between you and this person in the past. I also feel like the relationship moved really fast because it was almost like very compatible souls meeting for the first time. Like when you meet someone and you move really fast, you kiss really fast, you hold hands really fast, you introduce them to your tribe, your family, your friends really fast. You have sex really fast, whatever it is, but it just feels safe. With that Four of Wands is a safety energy. So it felt very safe. It didn't feel like you were doing anything wrong. You felt comfortable. But that also could have led to the detriment that it failed previously. Doesn't mean that it was a failure all together, but it just failed in some sense. So something moved a lot of very fast, and also inconsistency, flaky energy, whatever. Someone's coming towards you right now trying to get that right. And someone sees you as the person that they want to have some type of solid foundation with and have a relationship with. All right, so let's see what else I can get from this. Hi, Kay. Hi, Claudia. All right, we have the we have the Four of Cups. So this is not like new to you. I feel like this person has said these things to you, that they wanted some type of future with you. And when they did say it to you the last time, you were very like reserved, closed off, and you showed that you had disinterest in that sentiment. When this person said, I could see myself being with you, we're going to buy our first house together. You could be the mother of my children. You could be the father of my children. When they said that to you based off of like the content of the relationship and the connection, you were just like thrown off and just, you were disgusted, or just like, I don't feel the same way. And that could have really hurt this person, but they also, I feel like that taught them a lesson to internalize what they've done to you, what damage they've caused to the relationship. So they're coming back, they've licked their wounds, they've healed a little bit, and they're like, okay, now I'm coming back. I understand my faults, but I also had time to also think and process, Taurus's faults. And I want to talk to Taurus, I want to confront them, and I'm ready for them to confront me. And someone's coming towards you in that manner. So I feel like this is actually going to happen. I feel like you will have that conversation, that hangout with this person. The outcome is the Page of Swords, right? So it seems to go very well, but there's a lot of curiosity upon leaving that situation. Like, what are you up to? What are your new hobbies, your new interests? Who's in your life during this time? So it's a lot of stalker energy leaving that. It's a lot of like, I don't want to say codependency, but more so like possession energy, where it's like even you and this person leaving the situation, you guys maybe you took a break from looking at this person's social media, but you'll definitely be back on it after speaking to them. They're heavy on yours. They're heavily watching what you're doing. It's a lot of watcher energy, which doesn't feel very healthy, but maybe it's just like security purposes to just make sure that someone is really being truthful to their words, right? Because action is everything. So it's like you say all these beautiful things. I'm happy that we've come to this agreement. Now we're finally on good terms. I do want that from you. I felt this bond from you. We're on the same page, but are you really doing that outside of my sight? So lots of watching energy between you two. Let's see what's happening with that. Hold on, guys. Sorry. All right. What is the Page of Swords? All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So first and foremost, Queen of Pentacles is feminine energy. This could be the masculine being more feminine. You know, it just depends who's the more feminine. Whoever this is, okay, this is someone who's showing like standards. Like, this is my standards. I'm staying firm on that. This also may be the person who's doing more of the watching during this time. This is someone who's showing really good behavior. This is someone who's putting a lot of effort and commitment behind this. So this is the watcher. They're watching their investment basically. I'm committing myself to this, and I want to make sure that I'm not making a blind commitment or investment. It's almost like when you put an investment behind, like in the stock market, you're gonna watch it. You may stay up all night watching that just to make sure that you're making a return. So whoever this is the more feminine energy, maybe more submissive in the situation. That could be the masculine or it's the feminine. And this person's going to be watching really hard. And how you'll know this, if you're the masculine Taurus, even if you're a feminine watching and you know, this person will report to you what you've been doing as you guys go forward. And you just have to understand, if you're the more masculine, if this is what you want and that you're being watched and surveillanced. All right, that's what I have. All right, hold on one second. Hi, sweets. Hi, Oracle. How are y'all doing? Hi. Mystic, thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much. You said, yeah, you're my favorite reader. The vibe and the style is definitely unmatched. Alrighty, I'm gonna be quiet and finish the reading. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Seriously, guys, when I'm not someone who I'm not a what's it called? You know, the love language where it's like words of affirmation. I'm not that person, like, especially in love. I don't give that to my lover. I just feel like I can't. I don't want to be fake, right? But I'm learning that this is kind of my thing too, because it motivates me a lot. Being like I'm the only child, and I'm kind of like a hermit. I'm kind of like an individualist. And when you guys send me these things, it really lights a fire under me and makes me feel unstoppable. So I just really appreciate that. And Mystic, you've been watching me for a long time. And every time that you do come into the lives and I see you, it really does make me smile. And all of you too. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's move on to Gem. Also, guys, too, like I know you guys can't really comment right now. I know. But these lives are going kind of fast. Even today, I feel like this is going to go by really fast. After this, I don't know, like, should we go on Instagram, do Instagram readings? I don't know what we should do because I'm going to be free. So let me know in the comments. All right. Thank you, Mystic. I appreciate you so much. I don't want to show my bad nail, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's move on to Gemini, my gemstones. Let's see. So for my Gemini and Gemini placements, this is the person that you have on your mind romantically. How do they currently feel about you, and what's going to be their next actions towards you? Give me some messages for my gemstones. All right, yeah, I think I'll go on Instagram after. We'll do Instagram, we'll just vibe out for Sunday. Just have a good little vibe. I'm very happy today too because I'm very close to finishing my new website, and it's been really hard because I'm doing everything by myself, but it's rewarding because I'm almost done. And you guys can go check it out. You guys know the same website that I had. You can go search the same website that I had before. It's the same domain. You guys can go look at it and give me some feedback and tell me what you guys would like to see on the website. I'm not done yet, so it's incomplete, but it's almost there. And I'm really excited about that. So I probably shouldn't have said that, but I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm too excited. All right, Gemini, this one is for you. For my Gemini and Gemini placements, the person on their mind, how do they currently feel about my Geminis? All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles for how they currently feel about you. All right, and then what's their next actions towards Gemini? Interesting. King of Swords. Okay. All right. So, Ten of Pentacles, by the way, on the bottom of the deck, this person thinks the world of you. Okay. When you think about material, which is like Ten of Pentacles, it's worldly things, material, worldly things. People aspire all their life and work so hard to have the worldly things in life that really, fulfill them. So, this person feels like you are something that they're willing to invest all of their riches into. They feel like this is worth it. They feel like you're worth it. Okay. So they see this connection as something that is like they want to spend the rest of their life with, that they will invest their all, their finances, their love, their time, their attention. They put you up above. This person currently feels like the Seven of Pentacles. So they feel like they've invested a lot in this connection, Gemini, but they feel like they're not getting what they are looking for, right? Like not everything, but like maybe they're looking for, I don't know. I feel like with you, Gemini, the energy I'm getting is that you play hard to get. Okay. And I think that's amazing. I think everybody who's watching should play hard to get because you need to let people know your worth. And that also tells me that you've been through some things in your life, where your value was not appreciated. So with this person, you may just like, even if they are a good person, you are just still standing firm on your standards and you're not faltering. This person feels like they've invested a ton, but they just don't feel like they're getting the reciprocal from you. And that just may be even like in love or even investment. They feel like you're not ready for the serious commitment that they are bringing to the table, that you're just kind of like taking your time and being very easy and maybe very even like frivolous or carefree about this investment, whatever it may be. And it does bother them, okay, because we do see that in the outcome. So let's see what they think that they invested so much about, because this is the thing too, different tastes, different walks of life. So even if they feel like they've invested a lot, to you it may be like this much. Okay, so let's just see what they feel like they've invested in this situation that they're waiting to receive back from you. Some of you guys too, just to be messy, sorry. Some of you guys too, just to be a little messy, are making this person hold out on sex. Okay. All right. Four of Pentacles is here. You guys got the most vulnerable side of this person. I don't know what that's about. So that should make you feel very like honorable, right? Because whatever this person has given to you, they have not given to a lot of people. So if that's emotion, like say you're dealing with a very detached individual, they have been telling you over and over again how much they love you and care about you, but they don't even give that maybe to their mom, to their mama. Or if it's like, finances, maybe they don't even do that for their exes. Or if it's like trips, travel, or if it's like dedication, I don't know, something that this person's giving to you is the Four of Pentacles, which is like their most prized possession that they're not used to giving. Now, to be on your side of things, this may be Four of Pentacles sometimes can be very guarded, where it's like this should be easily given. This should not be gate kept. This should not be so hard for you to give. So even if this person feels like this is so valuable to them, to you on your side of things, it may feel like this is just another day. I've received this from multiple people. Just because it's hard for you, you need to go take a class. You need to go, get some counseling. So for this person, it's hard for them to open up and give this, and that's why it means so much to them. And they feel like, Gemini should be so appreciative. But for you, it's like, it's not that hard. Okay. So I do understand where you're coming from with this. All right. But how does this person feel about it? It doesn't feel, I won't say that because the outcome is kind of spiteful. Let's see. All right. Also, too, this person too, Page of Swords. So, Four of Pentacles is a possessive energy. So, as they are giving you their love, their time, their attention, their money, whatever it is that they're investing in this connection, their commitment, their sex, whatever they're giving to you, they are becoming very possessive. Okay. And it does seem very unhealthy, especially with the Page of Swords watching you like a hawk. Okay. And maybe you're trying to teach this person, like, you don't get control over me just by giving me the minimum, because maybe this is your bare minimum. Now, the outcome is kind of shady because the outcome is the King of Swords. So it shows this person being very cold, detached, kind of bitter, that maybe they're not receiving what they think they should receive from you based off of what they've been giving. Let's see how that's going to turn out. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like this person feels like they've been doing the marathon. They've been running the marathon for you. Like they've been on their best behavior. They've been spending the most money they have ever done in a connection. They've been investing the most time and commitment they've ever done. To you, it's like, whatever. I might be used to this. You're not used to it. Doesn't mean I'm not used to this. And it kind of makes them a little bitter and kind of like cold, shielded, detached. But one thing that I do feel in like my heart space right now, like my heart chakra, I don't feel like this is making this person, like, it feels very fleeting, the coldness. It feels like they're cold, like maybe next week, Monday through Wednesday, but they're going to open up again because this person has to realize like their standards are not your standards and they have to like compromise. So even if this is so hard for you to give, maybe this was a lesson that you've been really shielded, very guarded, and you're not letting up. You're not just going to be like, oh, because it's been hard for you, I'm going to let down my standards so that you feel comfortable. You're kind of putting this person out of their comfort zone. And I also feel like in my heart chakra that they like it. They may get pissed about it, but they like it a lot. So I feel like, it's just a journey between you and this person. Maybe you're also feeling like what they're giving you is like bare minimum, like give more. And I feel like you will receive that, but there is a coldness that will come very soon. So I don't know if that's today or like Monday, Wednesday, or maybe like, the next week of that we're going through. There is a coldness, but it's short lived because I feel like this person has to learn like this wasn't much. Okay. And Gemini requires a little bit more. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. They are a little cold, but they also are very committed, and it's like hard to pull out of a commitment. So I just don't see them switching up or just being cold for long. It's kind of like that spite that they have from their own like insecurities based off of why they just give so little. That's what I got, Gemini. So you know what? Keep doing you and making this person work hard. Okay, sorry. It's not that funny. All right, moving on to Cancer. Are we still in Cancer season? Even if we're not, happy birthday, happy belated birthday to all my Cancers. All right, I hope you guys been having a great season, been getting a lot of blessings, gifts, and miracles from the universe, from people in love, in career, business, and finance, and also in adventure and experiences. I'm wishing the best for you. I love my Cancers, and let's just see what is going on in your love life. Okay, so whoever you have on your brain at this time for my Cancers and Cancer placements, give me some messages, please. Let me know how they feel about my Cancers and what's going to be what's going to be their next actions towards my Cancers. Okay, 2 more days and then it's Leo. Okay, cool. My mom is a Leo, so her birthday's coming up soon, and I need ideas. Guys. All right. Ooh, Cancer. All right, this person feels about you the 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate flex and the ultimate compliment, like the compliment from the heavens. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. What's their next actions towards my Cancers? Ooh, wow. Temperance, Cancer. Okay, first and foremost, Cancer, I feel like this person is so level-headed. It's different from what you're used to. Like this person kind of like calms you down and brings you like almost like a chill pill, in a way. Like they really bring you like a sedative, like a positive sedative. Like they bring a calmness to you. This person is very patient, by the way, okay? Very understanding and compassionate with your Cancer energy. I feel like you thrive in this person's energy. So you're very blessed. And this person's very blessed by you too, by how they feel about you. So you bring a lot of qualities as well. But I just want to talk more about your person also with that Temperance energy, just a good person, And I feel like you manifested this person into your life. So like how they think about you is very highly, but I feel like you feel very highly about them as well. Now, how they feel about you is the Ten of Pentacles. So they feel like that you're the person. They're done searching. You're the person that they're going to do this lifetime with. You're the person that they're going to grow legacy and generations with. You guys are going to have children upon children. You guys are going to grow a business or a name for your generation, for your families that's going to be marked in this timeline. Also, they're willing to do the ultimate investment on you. They're willing to bet it all behind you. Okay. Like they trust this connection like more than life. They think a lot about you. They see you as a heavy hitter and they see you as someone who has a lot of value. It's the ultimate compliment. Okay. So this is how this person feels about you. Not only do they love you, they like worship you. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So very nice. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you surprise this person every day. Like you may be changing and evolving, and you surprise this person by like your evolution. Okay. Something about that. I don't know. Like if you're trying new things and you're really like consistent and getting better in new facets of life, it's inspiring to this person. All right, let's see. But this person also wants some babies. So I don't know what. All right. Also, too, Eight of Cups. So this person sees you as like a big investment, but initially when you first met this person, they invested a lot in you. So I don't know if that means if this person like paid something off for you, if this person invested in your business, if this person like bought you something, if this person I don't know, if this person invested a lot of their time into you. It was not all because of you. It was because of the Eight of Cups, which is this person was trying to detach from something that was not for their highest good. So, for example, say like you met someone online and the you guys talked for a couple of months, like probably 3 months, but it wasn't serious, and then like you guys got really close, and then they moved to your city. It's like, wow, that's a big investment. But this person also could have been trying to really like being in the Six of Swords, being in the Eight of Cups, like detaching from something that just was putting them in the wrong direction. So, like moving away from an ex, moving away from a town that had bad influences. What's another like thing that I can kind of I don't know. When you met this person, they were in a process of like moving on in their life from something that they repeated cycles in. And they felt like you were just the better decision. And you kept them motivated to keep going in some way. And that also, it was fated for sure, right? Like the universe brought you guys together, but you also helped them out of like a cycle that if they would have continued that cycle, they would have been like a nobody or they would have been a failure. So they really put a lot of like purpose from you. Like you gave them a lot of purpose here. And I feel like they feel like you were worth it, whatever decision they made because of you, they just kind of followed you. You're like their leader, you inspire them in some type of way, but meeting you is very faded and just thank God that they like really went with it and didn't like do the dumb thing on the other hand. So it's very like inspirational because like the Five of Pentacles is here, right? Like someone's life changed more than maybe what they're letting on. I feel like someone's very stable, whoever this person is, but I feel like if they did not choose to like really involve themselves into your life and dive deep and really like love on you, then their life could have took a bad turn. And they really feel like they owe their life to you in a weird way. I mean, maybe it's not weird. I don't really know what it is, but they owe a lot to you. So they give a lot to you. Does that make sense? And it's very faded and coincidental. So it's not like it's a using energy. It's like God brought Cancer to me and this just kind of worked out really nicely. And thank God I chose to go this direction. All right. And then also their next actions is the Two of Cups. So they choose to their next actions, they're choosing to pour into you very deeply. Lots of what I see between you and this person moving forward is lots of mutual hobbies and interests, doing a lot of things together, spending a lot of quality time. Okay. Like lots of quality time, alone and also outside in the world and having a lot of fun with it and getting closer with each other. So just very lovey dovey. All right, we do have the Queen of Swords. So whoever my feminine is, really hard for you to get with the program because you've been through this before. You've been through this before where you've dealt with people that look great on paper and it turned really faulty towards the end. There's also an energy of privacy. You want to keep things very private. You may not be really sharing things with your friends or family about this individual, and you may have like a trigger when they bring you around their friends or family because you almost want privacy. Whoever my queen is, whoever my queen, my feminine is, because there's like a bad taste in your mouth by being through this before. This is not your first rodeo with something so promising. Okay. So I do feel like whoever my feminine is has a harder time getting with the program and just being like immersed because there's more a logical approach of like, let me not be so much in the clouds. Let me just be very like, let me just make sure I keep my foot on the ground. Let me stay very grounded. Even though I really love this, it's enjoyable. I still feel sometimes I dissociate. There's an energy of dissociation. You can be talking to this person about something so like amazing, and then you start dissociating and getting in your head about like past things. And you have to bring yourself back into the conversation. That's just a sign of trauma. So, like, if you are feminine or if your person is a feminine doing this, counseling is going to be really good. Or just talking about these things, not with this person possibly, but like with someone that you trust, a professional, a friend, someone is going to be really good. Because, like, even for me, I went to a sound bath with my mom, like literally 2 days ago. And like, I was in a meditative state. I started like floating. And then towards the middle to the end, I started dissociating and thinking about like so many things. And like I know that's the Queen of Swords energy. So watch out for that, okay? Watch out for that. That's the realist. Someone said that's the aqua in me. That's the realist in you. But sometimes it just really ruins a good moment. So just, watch out for that. All right, moving on to my Leos. Moving on to my Leos. All right, Leos and Leo placements. Think about the person that's on your mind at this time romantically, who you've been thinking about currently. All right, and let's see what their current feelings are for you and also their next actions towards you. Give me some messages, please. How does this person currently feel about my Leos at this time? What's their next actions towards Leo? Okay. Bottom deck is a Four of Cups. So one of you is acting very unbothered towards the situation. I would suspect that's you, Leo. So something must bother you about this person, or it could be this person. I don't know, but I suspect that's you. The interesting thing is that this person's current feelings towards you is the Hierophant. So they're wanting to be very traditional, like they're thinking about marriage, or if you guys are currently married, they're really wanting to like solidify that foundation, be more strong on that foundation. I don't know why I'm getting this in my head, but I think this is Hierophant energy too, like going to church. One of you goes to church, or one of you does like something very spiritual, and the other person's like having a sudden interest in that. Um, Someone is now like may have been very like wanting to be an individualist, and now they're wanting monogamy or wanting to be in a relationship. Now someone's being very traditional. Okay. So that's this person's current feelings. They're like thinking about how can I solidify this foundation? How can I make things like like strong in monogamy? What would God want between me and Leo? What would the universe want between me and Leo? How's our twin flame journey? How can I strengthen that? What shadow work do I need to do? You know, therapy, things like that. Someone is thinking about that with you, okay? But the Four of Cups is so interesting because someone is just like turned off now, or just feeling like I'm not getting I'm not getting my hopes up with that, and I'm wondering what's the reason, okay? Someone wants marriage with you, or they want to solidify your relationship, or they want to move to the next steps. They're wanting to do like all these sacred things with you now to like really bring it to home. All right, let's clarify that. Okay, so maybe someone feels like they're losing you, because that's the only thing that I can like come up with in my head. Like maybe someone feels like they're losing you, especially with the Four of Cups. Let's see, the Hierophant. Okay, so we have the Tower. So something blew up in someone's face, and I almost feel like I feel like a tiptoeing energy. Like, you know, I feel like tiptoeing energy, like someone didn't expect something to blow up in their face when it came to you and them. This could be someone's past that they just felt like I never need to bring this up to Leo, and then it comes up and now they have to like speak to you about it, and maybe you feel differently about this person. Or this could be like even like mental health, you know, mental health is, because this is the thing, like mental health, I feel like everybody has mental health. Everybody has traumas in life. Everybody's been disappointed or hurt in life really to their core, but not a lot of people like really speak about it or deal with it. And maybe that has been a blow up too, like seeing someone's mannerisms or how they deal with issues. There's been some type of like thing that set you and this person back that's like shocking. Okay. And for one of you, which I feel like this is you, Leo, with the Four of Cups, it's turning someone off. Now someone's like wanting to do all the things to strengthen the foundation, which they should have done eons ago. They should have did it from the very beginning, because if this blow up happened, maybe it would have been strong enough to now we would have been cool. But because something wasn't solid from the beginning, this blow up really weakened things, you know, and it's a lot of work to try to build it back up. That's just what I'm getting here. Let's see what else is here. Someone didn't tell you about their past or something like that. I don't know what that's about. Someone didn't tell you about like a secret or like a past situation. This would be like equivalent to like someone telling you like they didn't have a child, you know, or maybe someone had like a background, you know, I don't know. What is this? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is like first and foremost living, not living in reality. So someone here is like fantasy life 24/7, like just doesn't live logically in reality, doesn't make logical decisions. Also, I seen the Lovers. The Lovers to me really big. A big definition of the Lovers is like if me and you are in a relationship, Leo, for example, like okay, say you, I don't know, say I don't know, something, the Lovers is more so like you're making a decision not only for myself, but also that Leo will accept and be okay with. So if I'm out in the streets doing something that I'm happy with, that's going to give me instant gratification, but if Leo was to hear about it, you'd be shamed, or you wouldn't respect, or it would hurt you in some way, or would harm your life in some way, then that's not really lover's energy. So I feel like that could have happened, especially with the Seven of Cups, because it talks about fantasy. Like someone wasn't living in reality. I don't know if I'm making sense, y'all, but someone just wasn't like living like in reality. Like maybe they were all for self and just thinking of themselves, but reality is like you're connected with Leo. So hello, like pay attention. Something is blowing up too, like a decision that someone made is coming back around, is blowing up in their face and also in your face. I feel like you're not liking it. And then the thing that is kind of like unacceptable about this situation, Leo, is that their next actions is the hangman, which means that they're not doing anything, or even if they are doing something, it's not much. It's not making like a big magnitude. You know how they say like you know how sometimes I think celebrities usually do this, but I think real people do this too, where it's like they get disrespected online publicly and they're like, the apology has to match the disrespect. And it's real because it really does. Like it has to be a public apology. It's almost like someone's actions do not match whatever the tower to blow up was. Like their actions are just not matching how much the tower affected the connection. So it's like you're just kind of above the drama. You're like, if you can't, I don't know. Is someone afraid to be embarrassed twice? Maybe because someone like the actions they need to take to repair this is embarrassing, but it's like you've already embarrassed two people here. So what are you embarrassed of these days? Strength card. And I feel like this is a strength card, like where it's telling someone to like really unleash the beast, speak out, be proud, be brave, be courageous, say what you mean, go out there, do something bold, do something bold, do something big, stop playing small, because if you play small, something is just not going to work out. So I don't know, I don't know what I feel like is like the disrespect is not matching the apology or the action. That's what I'm feeling. And I feel like someone now is like, oh, I have to get traditional now, I have to do things right now. But if you're not doing it boldly, don't do it at all. It's almost like someone wants to stay under the radar, but what they did not stay under the radar. Does that make sense? I don't know, Leo. That's what I'm getting. So that's what I'm seeing. Like this person still may not upset you, but you still may seem very unbothered with this person moving forward because you feel like what they're doing is not making a big hoopla. It's not really like getting a lot. It's not getting your attention. It's not getting uh, other people's attention that need to get that attention. You need to really like come forward very boldly. This person is like very timid or embarrassed to do something boldly. Be bold, be courageous, like, go forward and undo what you did, something like that. Very attracted to you, by the way, right? So their eyes are just set on you the whole time, but they're not like getting your attention. That's what it is. It's like, even if this is like you're not in a relationship and you're single and this is someone who maybe you were interested in, but you moved on because they weren't really like trying to get your attention. They weren't doing anything to get your attention. They still aren't doing anything to get your attention because they're like shy. Someone's very shy or they're very embarrassed. I don't know what that's about. Or they're just not bold enough. They don't know how to take charge and be a leader. I don't know. All right. That's what I have for you, Leo. And I feel like, you know what, Leo? You are a leader, so you deserve someone who's a leader as well. Someone who can inspire you, someone who, gets your attention, someone who knows how, and also someone who won't be dimmed by your light because your light shines very bright. So someone who could stand next to you and not feel insecure and also can bring their own crowd And I feel like this person struggles with that, whoever this is. Okay. I don't know. I'm just like not into it. I feel like come bolder, come bigger, bolder. Okay. Hello. Moving on to Virgo. Let me itch my scalp a little bit. Sorry. All right, let's see. All right, so this is from my Virgos and Virgo placements. All right, so whoever's on your mind at this time romantically, let's see how they currently feel about you and what's their next actions towards you, Leo. Oh, okay. This person feels about you the Magician. What's their next actions towards my Virgos? All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck also is a tower. Okay. So I feel like with this person, Virgo, first of all, with the Magician, they feel like you are very mysterious. You could be like even high priestess energy, like mysterious, private. They don't know a lot about you. They try to find out information about you. It's kind of gate kept. No one knows a lot about you. You're very mysterious, very charming. They don't really, this could be someone who likes to get all of their information before approaching or before saying something. They just can't understand how you feel right now. They don't get a gist of where you are in life. They don't know if you're dating someone else, that kind of thing. So this person just feels like, okay, Magician, like very mysterious, and they also see you as very dominant or powerful. Now this person is also, I feel like, carries a Magician where they're manifesting you, but they just don't know what resources to utilize to kind of like win you over or to come out on top. There is like a power play between you and this person. So, how you would know exactly this person, you see them as very dominant as well, but I feel like they feel inferior to you at this time. All right. So, Magician, they just feel like you're very powerful, like you intimidate them a lot. They can't really read you very well. Even if they try to go to other people to read you, those people can't read you, so they're not getting a lot of information about you. I feel like this person wants to know all your details, your mood these days, your attitude, how you feel about them. Who are you dating? Are you single? Are you in a relationship? And they're not getting any intel. But also with the Magician, it means that someone's not like looking hard enough. So it's like this person may be going to certain sources, and those are the wrong sources to go to. Straight to the source and ask. Stop being so scary. So this kind of plays off of Leo's reading where this person's very scary. All right. Especially towards you. They feel inferior to you. You intimidate them greatly. Let's see what that's about. It's a power struggle too, with you and this person. I feel like this person is used to having connections where they are the top dog, and right now you are the top dog to them. So it just makes them very nervous around you. They don't even know how to like assert their confidence and change the room. If they are the top dog in a lot of rooms, come in that room and make it your room. But they just feel like they can't do that with you. Very inferior to you. Clarify the Magician. Four of Wands too. It's so interesting because the outcome is very telling of this person, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But I feel like this person usually can pick up a lot of options if they choose to. But with the Four of Wands being here, they see you as someone that they would like to have a one-on-one with, or having a foundation, a relationship with. So they really like that you intimidate them because it makes them feel like they want to be with you on something serious. You inspire them, but it also makes them feel scared to even approach you or just say what they want. All right, so there's a power struggle here for sure. But I don't feel like this person's trying to defeat you. They just rather they want to have like intel so that they come into the room confidently. I feel like because they don't know much about what's going on in your life, they feel very insecure. Now, the outcome is a 7 of Cups. So when you look at this person, you may see in their life that they are dating a lot of people. They may have a lot of options. A lot of people may be seeking them out, and that is the truth. but they also consider you to be the Seven of Cups as well. They may see that you're keeping your options open. You're not waiting on them and just being, twiddling your fingers. You also have other options as well. So I feel like the outcome, based off of Seven of Cups, shows that you and this person keep your options open and just kind of explore other options as this power struggle kind of like plays out. Clarify the Seven of Cups. Who is this? Sorry, guys, someone's trying to call me. All right, so there's a little bit of like game playing here. You're exploring your options, they're exploring their options, and then I do see some type of uniqueness where you and this person do come together and find that you guys are the strongest option out of all of these options. So they become an option, you become one of their options as well, and it just becomes stronger than the rest. The rest were kind of just like what would you call it? Fluff. The rest of the options are kind of like fluff as this person gets more confidence to come towards you. The thing with the Two of Cups too, Virgo, I don't think you'll like this, but you may actually be the first one to approach this person because they're so timid. And I want you to know this too. You and this person are super, super duper compatible, but there is a power struggle between you two because this person is not used to someone who intimidates them quite a bit. And you also are inspired by this person, but you, I think, will be the bigger player. Not player, but like you are the bigger role in this energy. You just kind of come with a lot of like a bigger resume in this situation. This person has an impressive resume as well, but I just feel like there's that inferiority that this person kind of struggles with it. But this is who they want to be with. They like someone who inspires them. It kind of makes them want to settle down. You kind of put this person in their place. But I do see in July, you and this person kind of play Ring Around the Rosie quite a bit or musical chairs. And when you guys do get into the same room, same conversation, same timing, it does develop a very strong bond. So look out for that. It feels very like fun, especially with the magician and also with the Two of Cups, Seven of Cups. It feels fun, even seeing that this person is very intimidated, but you may also be waiting for this person to approach. You may have to be the first person to approach, but it takes off from there. Okay. It definitely, definitely takes off from there. I like that for you, Virgo. I feel like this is someone who respects you. Like there's a lot of respect in this connection. And this person is very impressive as well, but I feel like you impressed them a ton. And I like that. All right. Yeah. All right, let's move on to Libra, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see who this is calling me. They keep calling. 1 second. I'm just going to see and send them a message. I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys, sorry about that. Let's get back into it. So this will be for Libra and Libra placements. Who you're currently thinking about at this time. All right. All right, sorry. Libras and Libra placements. Who are you thinking about at this time romantically? How do they currently feel about you? And what's their next actions towards you? Give me some messages, please. Give me some messages, please, for my Libras. All right, let's see what comes out for you, Libra. How does this person currently feel about my Libras? Guys, make sure that you guys are watching your different placements. If you know your placements, it'll give you some insight. And make sure that you guys are liking the video as you're watching. Thank you so much. Alrighty. How does this person currently feel about my Libras and Libra placements? Give me some messages. All right. All right. And what's their next actions towards my Libras? Okay. All right. This person feels about you the Hermit. So they feel like you are just spending time alone in seclusion. Maybe they feel like you even have them blocked, or you just, even if you don't have this person blocked like on your caller list, they feel like maybe you've muted like their messages, like you have them on do not disturb, or even on social media. Maybe they've been posting, trying to get your attention, and you just are not seeing those things. Or maybe they feel like every time they are trying to come out and catch you in person or post so that you see their post, you're just not available, you're not online, you're not out and about. So this person feels like everything that they've been trying to do, maybe very subtly, has been falling on like deaf ears when it comes to you. All right. So how do they feel about Libra being in Hermit? It's raining right now, guys. I don't know. Let's see. Queen of Cups. I feel like it just makes this person feel for you much, much, much more. There's also this compassion for you being in Hermit. So I don't know if this person knows that you've been through a lot lately, or if they put you through a lot. There's a lot of compassion towards that, and just understanding towards maybe what they put you through, and understanding why you don't want to be seen by them, why you don't want to talk to them. Or if you're just like in Hermit in your own personal reasons, they are very understanding about that. This person almost wants to nurture you or be there for you, okay? But they're very understanding. They're not thinking negatively about it. They just feel like my baby Libra, okay? So this is how this person feels. They care about you deeply. They love you deeply. They worry about you. That's really what I'm seeing, you know? I feel like this person just wants to talk to you. Like if they could just get your attention to where you guys could have a conversation, then they could tell you all of these things that I'm conveying to you, and just maybe even speak about things that you guys don't have clarity on. Just have a closure. This person really wants a conversation of closure, but there's a lot of love coming from this person, and understanding and compassion for you, and maybe why you do what you do, or if you block them or whatever. They have a deep understanding now. Let's see, what else? What else can you tell me about that? All right, 9 of Wands as well. This person also could be very, I don't want to say scared of you, but they just worry that maybe if they do come towards you, they're wanting to come towards you like waving like the white flag, like surrendering, and coming towards you with saying, I understand you. I want to listen to you. How you feel is your truth, and I understand, and I understand how you feel. But they feel like maybe if they come towards you, because that closure, right? Closure is like, Ace of Swords is like everything that was not said, everything that we need to let off of our chest. even if this person is playing nice and cool and calm and collected and so sweet and understanding, there may be some things that you still need to let this person know and get into that ass. And they feel that deeply. They're like, this person's in a sensitive place, not only just because of the Queen of Cups, but also the outcome, which I'm going to show you in a second. And now they're leading with love and they're just so scared of your wrath, especially with the Knight of Wands is like being sensitive and wounded and scared of what's to come. So they know that you may have a mouthful for them. They know that they also know that that hermit is not for no reason. There's a reason why they see you as a hermit and that you may be in a hermit towards them. They know that you have a lot to say about maybe what happened and transpired in the past. They don't feel ready to hear that, you know? It's almost like this person just wants to like sweep things under the rug and move forward with love and light. You may not be in that position, and they're very scared of what you have to say and maybe even hearing the type of person that they've been to you in the past, even if they feel like they've grown and changed, okay? So there's that fear there. But even with that, they have not been able to let you go with the Four of Pentacles. This is like holding you dear and near to their heart. This is seeing you as their most prized possession. They really put you on a pedestal here and they just can't let you go and they don't want to let you go. Whatever, okay? All right. Wait, I need to read y'all. Let me see. Oh my God. I need to read your things, but let me do Libra first. I'm gonna read your comments because I see y'all commenting. All right. Also, we have the Page of Cups as the outcome. Page of Cups, first and foremost, in this reading is an apology. This person wants to apologize. So if you feel like you're owed an apology and if you're open to listening to an apology, then this person definitely is ready to give that to you, especially if they didn't have the maturity, emotional maturity to give that to you in the past. They definitely are able to do that. But there's a sensitivity here with this person, okay, with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is super sensitive. So if they hear things that they don't like, they may really get very uncomfortable. You know, this is like this person's worst nightmare. And almost makes me feel like this person, especially with the Cups energy gives like someone who's like in substance. Okay, so that can be like someone who likes to have a little drinks, someone who likes to smoke a little, you know, whatever, someone who likes to pop a little whatever. I don't know, that's their story. But it gives like when you get into those, when you dive into those substances, you become a different person, and then sometimes you don't even remember a lot of the things that you did to people, but you are still very guilty for them and you still hold all that responsibility. So it almost feels like someone maybe even with the Page of Cups sober now. I don't know, y'all let me know. Someone may be like more sober now and waking up to their reality and just have a little bit more compassion and sensitivity, but you still did a lot of crazy effed up stuff in the past that you still need to hold your hand out for. So ugh, even though this person's coming towards you with so much love, and also Page of Cups is loyalty as well. So this is someone too, like even throughout like whatever they did to you, moving forward, they have loyalty to you, whatever that may mean. They can hold water. They'll keep your secrets. They will be good to you. That's the Page of Cups. But I don't know what that means because whatever was in the past may not reflect that. So you may not even believe that. But this feels like someone, when they do speak to you, when they do apologize, they may not even realize based off of like the craziness that they were in the past, all the things that they did. And when they hear about it and when they're told about it and when they're confronted, they get very uncomfortable. So it feels very uncomfortable. All right, let's clarify that and see what's going on. I feel like this person did a lot of bad things to you. And I don't know. All right, let's see. What's the Page of Cups? Oh my God. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I don't feel no type of way. It's just awkward for me as a reader to read this. But while someone's trying to like pour their heart out to you, it's awkward. But Page of Cups, there's an apology, but it seems like that apology is you're going to give them the business. you know? Like if you do sit down before this person or stand up before them or even answer their phone call or even in a text message thread or DM, however this person is allowed to communicate with you, being the hermit, you are going to sock it to them. You are not going to, now that they're on a new page, a new journey, you're going to keep it cute. You're like, no, this is what's really happened. I'm going to keep it really blunt and direct. I'm going to hit below the belt just like you did in the past. Just because you're on a new journey, you're a nicer person now, and you have compassion and you're a changed person doesn't mean shit. And I feel like it will get there. And this person will not be able to handle it. So I don't even know if there's forward movement between you two. I feel like you will get the apology that you're owed, but I feel like this person will cowered out after really dealing with your truth. Okay, it's just the truth. It just is what it is. This person now is different in a way. I don't know what it is. I'm really feeling like sobriety, or not even like, if it's not sobriety, just maybe like making better decisions now, like not being as crazy and uninhibited that they were in the past. They actually think before they do now. And they felt like now that I'm making different decisions, now my narrative should be different, but they have to face their past with you. With that Five of Swords, it shows that you are really like uncovering, you know, the things that they're trying to move past, and you want to go through each of them one by one. And it's kind of embarrassing. And this person is like very emotional as well. So, like, even hearing these things back that they did is hurtful, you know? But it's the truth and it has to be said. So, it's kind of awkward, but there is an apology. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But you know what, Libra? Let me say this to you because I also want to be on your side. Not that I'm on this person's side, I'm just reading their energy. But I want to say to you too, like, people can change, and that's amazing. Like, this person's changing for the better and changing who they are as a person and leading, moving forward, being a more stand up person. That's amazing. But that does not discount what they did to you in the past and why you feel the need to get the hell away from them. And if you need to keep it 100% correct with them and be blunt, then do that. And let them know, like, okay, you're in a different space now and you still want to be with me, but I don't want to be with you because you've done some effed up things. Even if you weren't in your right mind, even if you were on a tangent, that doesn't mean shit. So good for you for standing correct. All right, moving on. God. Good for you, Libra. Moving on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, this is for you. Guys, make sure that you are liking the video. It helps me out a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like the video as you are watching this. All right, so this is for my Scorpios and my Scorpio placements, whoever you're thinking of at this time romantically. How they feel about you, and also their next actions towards you at this time. So give me some messages for my Scorpios, the person that's on their mind romantically at this time. How do they currently feel about my Scorpios? Give me some messages. How do they currently feel about my Scorpios? What's their next actions towards Scorpio? What's their next actions towards my Scorpios? Oh, this person loves the chase, don't they? Okay, so bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. All right, so first and foremost, this person has some type of like, wherever they are right now, they see you as bigger and better. So this person obviously has something romantically that they are just not feeling fulfilled from, and they want some excitement in their life. Okay, so I feel like even when this person first came into your life, they were dealing with someone else. That usually is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is energy of like power and control. So if you think about that when it comes to someone who has options, like for example, if you're coming into a connection single, no options, and then you're meeting someone who is single as well but has three options, that person has more power. So when you met this person, they were the more powerful per se based off of quantity, right? But you are more powerful based off of quality. This person recognizes that with that Two of Wands, and they're like, I have these familiar connections, but they're not really exciting me. And Scorpio excites the hell out of me. Like, I think about Scorpio at night. I dream about Scorpio. When I'm at work, I think about Scorpio. When I'm eating my lunch, I think about Scorpio. When I'm taking a shower, I think about Scorpio. When I play songs on my playlist, this reminds me of Scorpio. So something excites this person about you. And it also speaks of this person not really having the core of you. Now, I do feel like you and this person have had sexual relations based off of the cards, but they haven't really had the innermost of you. And I feel like that's what this person is seeking. Okay. So, how this person feels about you is the Knight of Wands. So, first and foremost, this person feels like you came into their life, you got what you wanted, and then you got the hell on. So, they are just taken by storm. They feel like, damn, Scorpio came and showed me a good time, and then they just went off into the sunset, and then they never hit me back up. Like, excuse me, like, am I not interesting enough? So, this person is questioning themselves because they feel like, Scorpio, you came in, you got what you wanted, and then you went off, and they're like, wait a minute, am I not all of that and more? So you really have this person questioning themselves. Mind you, this person has people that they can go entertain themselves with, but they are like seeking you out. They also feel like you are a player. Okay, they feel like you're a player. So but I feel like this person is a player as well. So like, it doesn't really mean much. It takes one to know one, right? All right, so that's what we're getting from that with the Knight of Wands. You intrigued this person very much. You didn't stay too long, by the way, which is good for you. So I feel like on your standpoint, you must have recognized the situation. Even if this person didn't reveal it to you, you recognized them very well. You had fun with them. It was a great time, but you knew that something maybe not substantial was going to come from it in that moment, in that timeline. And you just said, let me keep it going. I'm not going to get too involved. But this person is kind of straying in your energy. So it's interesting. All right, Knight of Wands. All right, the World. All right, so this says so much. First of all, some of you guys could have met this person in travel, right? So maybe you relocated because of work. You had to work at a different location for like a month. You met someone there, but then you went back to your original location. Or maybe you stayed in a different city for like, 6 months. Then you went back to your original city. You stayed in a different state for a year. You stayed in a different country for a year. You met someone during travel or something like that. There's definitely long distance between you and this person. I feel like this person's ready to like come where you are. That's how, I don't want to say thirsty, but that's how like magnetic your energy is. This person's like, I got to go find Scorpio wherever they are. So there's something was very short lived here, okay? Especially with the World. Also, with the World, you gave this person a taste of like elevation. So whoever you are, Scorpio, you're more elevated than what this person's used to. Okay, that's why we got the Two of Wands, grass is greener energy. This person feels like, wow, that's something that I have not dealt with before. That's a next level up. I really like that. Okay, so that's the World. World is also completion. You got what you wanted from that situation, and then you move forward. You didn't stray or elongate it. You kind of closed out that chapter and you just kept it pushing. That also piques this person's curiosity about you. All right, let's see what else is here. All right, Nine of Wands too. You met someone too when they were very vulnerable, by the way. So again, I feel like you had all the power in the situation, where this person usually would go for people that may be under them or a level under them because they feel like they have all the power. They rely on them. But with you, this person almost relies on you and your energy, and they feel very like broken in a sense. This is a very like, I don't want to say a broken person, but they've dealt with a lot, and rejection is really hard on them. But even in being in this broken state, they still are wanting to pursue you. And that is their next actions is the King of Wands. King of Wands is a chaser. They go and chase after what they want. They're very motivated. They're very energized. Okay. This is someone who does not take no for an answer. This is someone who keeps trying and trying and trying and trying. So, what you can expect from this person is that they're going to chase after you and very hard. Let's see how that's going to transpire. Magician. All right, with the magician being here, that does support this person. I have to let you know. So, um, this supports this person saying that if they really don't give up, which the King of Wands doesn't give up, it doesn't. The King of Wands doesn't leave any stone unturned. The King of Wands is like when the police come and raid the house. They gon' they gonna turn up even the most insignificant thing in that house and find every clue. That's the King of Wands, and the Magician is just that as well. A lot of people fail with the Magician energy. They have the power, but they don't utilize all their resources. This is someone who utilizes all resources. For example, maybe you change your number on this person. They will utilize your email. They'll go on your LinkedIn. They'll go on TikTok. They'll find your YouTube. I don't know. They will find a way to contact you. So I almost feel like this person will be able to find you even if you guys are long distance, even if you closed out a chapter, even if you gave them closure and said, oh, this was just a fun time. This person is still going to find a way to reach you. And it feels like it really is up to you, Scorpio, but it feels like it will continue on because of this person's persistence and just being a go-getter. It may even attract you, just being how how much of a fighter this person is, how hard they tried to really get that forward movement with you. So I just see this person being successful in reaching out to you again or seeing you again. And then how you guys go from there is your own, manifestation yourself. But it's very impressive the lengths that this person goes to find you. So don't be surprised. Okay. Let's move on to Sagittarius. All right, moving on to Saggies. So this is my Saggies and Saggy placements. Give me some messages, please. So Sag, think about the person who's being on your mind currently, romantically. All right, this is how this person feels about you and their next actions towards you. Give me some messages, please. How does this person currently feel about my Saggies at this time? And what is this person's next actions towards my Saggies? All right, Sag. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there's curiosity between you and this person. That it's very interesting because I don't know if this must be like someone that you're not familiar with and they're not familiar with you. Okay, like even if you know this person pretty well, there's some new things to be uncovered between you two. Now, if this is a newer energy, there's a lot of curiosity here. And how this person feels about you is the Ace of Pentacles. So someone wants to take things to the next level between you. Someone's leading with a lot of commitment, or someone's leading with a lot of investment. Like if you're single and this is a new person, they're coming in with a lot of investment. Like they're giving a lot to you, a lot of communication, a lot of time, maybe even like financially, materially, trying to appease you, even with like dates or like travel. They're coming with a lot more than maybe your last person. Okay. Someone's really trying to show you that they're wanting to move to the next level pretty quickly. All right. So that's what I'm seeing here. Someone sees like they're wanting to invest. They're starting slow, but they're seeing this as something that they could see for potential for a long term. All right, so let's clarify that. And there's a lot of curiosity here as well. Like, what are you up to? What are you doing? Are you interested in me? What would you be like? What is it like to kiss you? What is it like to hold your hand? What is it like to be on a date with you? What are your interests, your hobbies, that kind of thing? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Alrighty. We do have the devil here. So first and foremost, lots of the Ace of Pentacles with the devil is like paying your way, not paying your way, but like someone is very okay. So I don't know. Some of you out there who are Saggies may be like holding out sexually. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. Like, or you're just holding out like in your, I don't know. You're not, you're showing a lot of independence, maybe even, right? So the way that this goes with the Ace of Pentacles to the devil, someone may be really trying to invest a lot because like maybe someone's curious about how you are in bed. Maybe someone's really sexually attracted to you, physically attracted to you. There could be someone who's like really fantasizing your physicalities. Okay, someone could be very physically attracted to you, but they also are trying to show respect with the Ace of Pentacles, but that is also very driven. All right. Also, with the devil, too, is like individualism or independence. You may have a lot of independence that they're not used to. They feel like they may need to earn your trust and have a little bit more codependent energy where you kind of like rely on them or call them a little bit more, or, you know, you loosen up a little bit more. Okay. That's the devil. But this is high infatuation. So someone's just super like into you deeper than what they're showing off because Pentacles energy is good behavior. So even if the devil's behind Pentacles, someone's acting very like cool, calm, and collected, but behind that, they're infatuated and they're going crazy about you. So I feel like someone's trying to lead and do things right or morally, but like in their brain, they're thinking the most kinky things about you. Okay. Oh my God. What is going on? All right, one more card. Let's see. Really in their head as well. So I don't know what you've presented yourself like or what you've been doing, but someone's really in their head about this, but they're offering you whatever this commitment is, you know? And this commitment can come in different ways. Like this could be like someone like you guys can be on a date, someone letting you go through their phone, letting you go through their photo album, letting you go through their DMs, you know, like it may be innocent, but it's really like an invasion of privacy. Or someone could be saying, like, I'm only speaking to you and showing you proof of that. Or someone's giving you like the code to their garage, to their front door. I don't know, giving you a key to their house. I don't know. Something is someone's doing trying to show you, like, I'm really trying to make this a one on one type of thing. It's very subtle, but it's based off of like high physical energy and infatuation and maybe even like codependence that someone's hoping that you show them that it's mutual. I feel like you're showing a lot of independence here. Okay. Now their next actions towards you is very positive. We have the lovers. So, you know, the lovers is just following like divine alignment. So maybe someone's being pulled by their spirit guides, by God to move towards this. This could have a deeper meaning just than just like a hookup or just having fun. This could have a deeper purpose or meaning behind it. The lovers is also like making decisions that they think that you would like, that you would be pleased by. So someone's already thinking long term. What's the lovers here? Four Pentacles. Okay, so that shows codependency a little bit as well, or possession energy, or even infatuation, because this person holds you on a high pedestal. They hold you close to their heart. They want you all for themselves, and they're really trying to move forward with that purpose. So I would even say, Sag, whoever this person is, they're not looking for anyone else. I feel like they have their eyes all on you and they even get in their head about it, like wondering if you feel the same and really trying to do things that will make you guys get closer. I also feel like a big goal of this person's is to like take you downtown, if you understand what I'm saying, okay? Seriously. But also too with the devil, with the nine of swords, there may be like insecurities about if they're a good like lover in that way, sexually. All right, so that's what I'm getting. All right, so that's what I have. All right, let's move on to Cappy. All right, Capricorn, this one is for you. And Capricorn placements as well. So the person that's on your mind romantically, how do they currently feel about you and what's their next actions towards you? Give me some messages for my Cappies. Please like the video if you're watching, if you haven't liked it already, and thank you so much. All right, so for my Cappies, how does this person currently feel about Capricorn? How does this person currently feel about my Cappies? All right, and what's their next actions towards Capricorn? All right, so I'm holding my tongue a lot in this reading, guys. I'm trying my best to not like say the things I want to say, like as if I'm like your friend and we're talking privately. But I do feel like this person, I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel like this person is a little bit of a weirdo. I'm not gonna lie. All right, death card on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like something. Okay, first and foremost, death card is a big energy of transformation, maybe even glow up energy. Changing your mind also. So I don't know. I don't know if this person is like trying to. All right, Four of Cups is their current feeling. So I feel like this person has tried to. First and foremost, I feel like when this person first met you, Capricorn, they didn't feel an attraction towards you, right? When they first met you. I don't know what that was about, right? And then as they kept being around you or seeing you or whatever, they really started to like feel this fire for you. And it's almost like they tried to deny that about themselves. And it's also part of their process. It feels like the wheel of fortune or like fate. Because I feel like whoever you are, you're a direct opposite from their last person. And this is channeled messages. So this is not really within the cards. This is channeled. So I feel like their last person is a direct opposite of you. And um, it's almost like faded where they're going after maybe someone who inspires them, someone who is more responsible, someone who's a go-getter, someone who can challenge them. But maybe like their last person was like someone who looked up to them, who didn't inspire them, someone that they had to always baby or like look behind or help, and that could have made them feel very secure. There's like this transformation with whoever this person is that now that no longer like suffices for them. They now feel like they're energized and charged up emotionally and physically by someone who challenges them. And I feel like when they first met you, there wasn't an initial attraction, but as time went by, they felt like this attraction and they felt like they were going crazy because you were not their initial type, like someone who they felt like was like not even their equal, but someone who inspires them or challenged them. So I don't know what that's about. And their current feelings for you is a Four of Cups. Okay. So not only do they feel like you're not interested in them, you're not giving them the time of day, but they also are like fighting this energy of feeling interested in you. Like they're trying to also kind of mirror you and be like, I'm not interested either. But they find themselves looking at you, staring at you, thinking about you, missing you. Okay. I feel like it's very weird for this person. It's like a transformation with that death card. It turns their life upside down in some type of way. Okay. So let's clarify the Four of Cups. What's that song? There's a song that's in my head right now. Let me see if I can find it really quickly and I'll tell you. Hold on. Sorry if you can hear my keyboard. What is that song? What is that song? I'm gonna find that song for you, but let me just tell you what's coming out, okay? So, mhm. What is that song, bro? I don't know. I have to look it up. I'm gonna look for you after I finish your reading, okay? All right, so we have the Four of Cups clarified by the Five of Wands. So this just shows confliction, right? A lot of confliction with this person. They're in this energy with the Four of Cups. I don't like Capricorn. I'm not sexually attracted to Capricorn. Why am I having wet dreams about Capricorn? Why am I thinking about Capricorn? Why does Capricorn randomly come up in my head? It's that confliction. They're fighting it with the Five of Wands. Give me one more card. Queen of Pentacles, they like your demeanor. They like your behavior and your energy. You have a very regal energy about you. They like your behavior, like your mindset, but also your behavior, how you act around them. You can act very like regal, like very royal, unbothered, elevated. You have good behavior or something. You don't really try to get their attention. You're in your own lane. You act very secure, very grounded. You kind of just focus on yourself. You act like you have your own, okay? This person really likes that. They're attracted to that, but their track record in the past doesn't reflect that. And I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to keep going into this person's past. I'm just leave it there, but they're very conflicted by that, and I think it bothers them that they're like into you, okay? Now, this is the crazy thing. So, their next actions towards you is the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a highly sexual card. And that's why I brought up like the wet dreams when I was telling you about this person, because I feel like this person fantasizes about you very hard. They also like you physically as a person. I feel like it's hitting them really hard, like a wave is crashing into them, because I don't feel like they felt this way about you like maybe some months ago. It's hitting them so hard that they're so attracted to you. They're starting to think something's wrong with them, because they're like, where did this come from? You know, like Capricorn's always been around. Like, where's this coming from? But there's this super strong attraction. And this is the crazy thing too, right? Ace of Wands is a card of like fleeting. It's almost like if you light a match and it burns and then it flickers out. This Ace of Wands, I feel like has been happening for a while for this person. And it always starts for this person. It always. So it's like continuous. It's just getting stronger. Okay. Also, Ace of Wands is the energy of wanting to sweep something under the rug. So I feel like this person's attraction to you, they try to sweep it under the rug. They try to act like it's not there. All right, so attraction turns into feelings with the Queen of Cups. This person starts to feel for you very strongly. They start to feel very compassionate about you. All right, they start to worry about you, which is very interesting. You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but this person just starts to like want to nurture you, care about you. Do you need anything? They start to really think about you like they care about you, like they worry for you. Do you need anything? Is Capricorn hungry? Oh my God, I seen that band aid on Capricorn's arm. Are they okay? Do they need me to like, look after them? Do they need food? Do they need money? What do they need? Like someone starts to worry about you and also be very sexually attracted to you. So this is very weird for this person. All right. I feel like this person is looking for an out for them to like come in and save the moment for you. So I was getting this energy of you like tripping somewhere. I mean, I don't wish that on you because tripping can be very embarrassing, but like if you trip, this person would want to be there to like catch you. Even if you catch yourself, like even hold your arm. Like they want like a moment to like be there for you because they do care. It's very weird. You're very different from what they're used to. They're used to people who rely on them and people who need things from them, people who look up to them. You're not that. So I feel like this person, and I feel like you know this person, but they're just haven't been on your radar. This person, you're definitely on their radar very hard. Okay, that's all I can really say about that. And the song I want to give you, it's not a great song, but I can't find it. Oh, wait. Is it this one? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, maybe just even the title may resonate with you. You guys know my type of music style is like R&B, hip hop, rap. So if that's not your kind of thing, you may not want to listen to the song, but you can go look up the lyrics, and also the title may stand out to you. So the title is called Coming Out Strong, which makes a lot of sense. And it's by Future, the rapper, and then also The Weeknd. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's move on now. But yeah, coming out strong. That's what this person's feelings are coming out strong for you. Okay. All right, moving on to Aqua. All right, Aqua gang. This is for my Aquarius and Aquarius placements. The person that's currently on your mind, how do they feel about you at this time? And also, what's their next actions towards you? Let's see. All right, so how does this person currently feel about my Aquarius? How does this person currently feel about my Aquarius at this time? Give me some messages. All right. Hi, China. All right, and let's see. Also, what is this person's next actions towards Aquarius? Yes, the OGs know that one, of course, China. Alrighty. All right, so how does this person currently feel about you, Aqua? Nine of Pentacles. First and foremost, Nine of Pentacles is a permanent card, right? It's very slow action, very slow build up. So, how I feel about this person is like maybe their feelings were very slow to build up about you, like started off very slow and then built up stronger and stronger over time, but it's permanent. So, like, whether you're in this person's life or not, they will always have strong love for you. They will always love you forever. And another thing, too, is like maybe when you first dealt with this person, you could have had a lot of love for them or really F with them really hard, but they just were being very like nonchalant for a long time, and it just was slower than how you developed your feelings for them. So someone is now coming on. Oh, sorry. Let me not use the same message from Capricorn's reading. Someone now is like having these developed feelings for you that are very permanent and they're not going anywhere. But it took a long time to develop. So it's like, are you over it at this time? I don't know. All right. And their next actions towards you, I'll show you. I'm gonna show you this one. We have the Nine of Wands. So very like Nine of Wands is just very timid, very scared. Okay. Very scared to be vulnerable. Someone who's been hurt a lot in their life. So just scared to like tell you how they feel, but having these permanent feelings for you. Also very slow to come on. So like, you know, you could have been feeling very strongly at some times and you felt like this person didn't have it reciprocated. You could have been very confused. But now it's like very permanent how this person feels about you. And even if you're going to rock with them or not, it's gonna stick. So this is someone who loves hard and loves forever, whoever they are. Okay. I also have the devil on the bottom. So a lot of infatuation towards you at this time. Let's see what's going on. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is a very loyal person, but someone who does not like relationships. Does that make sense? Like if they have been in relationships, maybe they've brought it up to you like, yeah, I had a 5-year relationship when you first met them. You're like, okay, so this is someone who likes relationships. Well, when it was with you, it was like hard to understand if it was ever going to make it there, you know? Think about the Knight of Pentacles. Also feel like too, when you met this person, another thing is like very focused on their finances, very focused on success and making it in life. This person could have very big dreams of like material success, wealth, riches. You know, they breadwinner energy. They could be like that. They also could have came from very humble backgrounds or beginnings. Okay, so that they also could have been like not trying to blend love with like their goals, whatever. Who cares? Very in their head. Okay, very in their head about you now. Slow burner. Whoever this is, very slow burner and very in their head about you now, feeling like they can't just shake off their feelings about you. So even if you guys are talking or you're not, they just feel like even if I wanted to move on, I can't just get Aquarius out of my head. I still am feeling deeply about Aquarius, and this is just what it is. And anyone who comes in my life, it just is what it is. Like they're not just going to switch it up. They can't switch it up, even if they tried. Okay. And really in their head as well. Also, like insomniac. So, like, stays up very late. Could be like someone who listens to like playlists late at night, vibes out at night, like a night owl. Okay. All right, we have Temperance here. So, really good person on paper. Like, you know, even if you've had some faults with this person, they are a good person, you know. You like how they treat people. You feel like they treated you okay, you know, versus just not being very giving up front, being a slow burner. But this person does have good morals or good character. All right. But you did have to exercise a lot of patience with them. So now that they're like in their head about you, wanting to see what's going on with you, wanting to pursue things with you, maybe their finances are looking really good as well right now, too. They're going to have to exercise some patience with you. I feel like this person is no stranger to patience. So even if they're in their head, they're not going to come towards you rushing things, but they are thinking about you very strongly. I don't know. It's interesting type of person you got here. Like even if this person's not communicating with you, they keep you in their heart and they're like, one day it's gonna happen between me and Aquarius. I don't know. All right, the outcome is the Nine of Swords. So this doesn't really take me as someone who will approach because this gives like a very timid, shy person, someone who's afraid or insecure to come forward based off of being afraid of being hurt or turned down or rejected. Someone who's very fragile in love and romance, just cannot take a lot of like more pain. Okay. So someone who's been through a lot with their heart space, not just romantically, but maybe like in in family and friendships, that kind of thing. Let's see, what's the Nine of Wands? Also very emotionally mature, okay? At least right now as the outcome, King of Cups. I almost feel like this person is like waiting on you, Aquarius, but I also feel like that is very risky in itself too because how you dealt with this person in the past, they weren't really ready for all this loving that you were giving in the past, right? So it's almost like very risky, even if you were to reach out to them. You're like, it's kind of risky to like say your feelings. Very emotionally mature, not doing anything mean to you or envious or jealous, but also just very scared to even put themselves out there. Feel like a very solid individual, like financially, like whatever goals they were trying to achieve, I feel like they've have achieved them. Someone who is keeping hope alive between you two, someone who's very dedicated to you behind the scenes, someone who stays up thinking about you all night, all day, but is not really making a move. And then it's also weird because it puts a lot of pressure on you to make a move, but that's very risky based off of the past. So I don't really know what's happening here. Eight of Pentacles. I just feel like in today's time, this person has worked a lot on themselves. So there's something about their emotions just being developed better. Like maybe this person is just able to express themselves emotionally better and just be more emotionally mature and open and genuine, compassionate without feeling like they're losing out. But there is still a weakness here with the Nine of Wands, like weakness of rejection. So I don't really see this person like reaching out first. I got to keep it real because there's still like this scaredy cat energy, but they are just in a better place overall. I don't know what to tell you. Waiting on you, by the way, too, waiting on you. They're having a lot of patience here. They know that fairness is fair because there was a slow burn when you first dealt with them. So there's that, but it's just awkward and weird. It's just a little weird. It's like who goes first? Who says what first? And I feel like you guys can both be scared of each other. That's scary. All right, I don't know. They're waiting on you though, and they only see you. That's one thing. I don't know, Aqua. All right, let's move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces, this one is for you and my Pisces placements. Let's see what goes down. So Pisces and Pisces placements, whoever's on your mind at this time romantically, how do they currently feel about you and what's their next actions towards you at this time? Let's see what comes out, Pisces. How does this person currently feel about my Pisces? Okay. And what's their next actions towards Pisces? Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Okay. 10 of Cups. I feel like this person loves you deeply. I feel like both of you guys love each other very deeply, but there's so much love here. But you know, life happens and just things behind the scene, but there's a lot of love here. There's a lot, and I feel like you and this person are each other's safe place or have been in the past. It's just a lot of love here. And I feel like this person wants to be like your support system or the person that you can lean on when you're feeling weak, whatever. Five of Wands is how they currently feel about you. So there's obviously where you guys are not seeing eye to eye right now and maybe fighting against each other, but it seems very petty. It feels like it's like petty, like, you know, from the outside looking in, wow, this is so dumb. But to you and this person, it runs deeper. And there's a reason why it cannot be easily resolved. Okay. So it's like it may look stupid. We may be fighting over something stupid, but it's like principle and values. Okay. Something about that. So they see you as like not backing down. Like maybe this person is trying to be the victor and trying to get you to like just side with them, but they see you as someone who's standing firm on your values, what you believe in, and that you're not standing down. And y'all both are just kind of fighting over something that could be easily resolved, but it's principles. Something is meaningful between you while you guys are fighting. And I also feel like others are involved. So now like your friends are getting involved or families are getting involved. Is getting pretty messy, okay? What's the wands? What's the Five of Wands here? The Tower. Kind of, I forget who had this. Who had the Tower? Another sign had the Tower. I think it was Virgo or Leo. I think it was Leo had the Tower as well, but with the Tower being here, I feel like something has been blown out of proportion that started so small and could have been easily resolved, and now it's like this. And now other people are involved, and now we have to stand our side. Now we have to like really stand 10 toes down, excuse me. Now we really have to stand 10 toes down on this, and we can't back out. Like, if only we could have resolved this when it was a smaller situation, or if it wasn't blown out of proportion, it would have been cool. But now it became a bit bigger than us. And now we really have to be fighting over something that's so stupid or minimal, you know? I feel like this person just doesn't want to fight with you, but something involves other people or it's just been blown out of proportion and it's gotten bigger than you two now. Let's see. And I feel like this person loves you so much, Pisces. Let's see. Queen of Wands as well. Okay. So there's a feminine here who's really asserting her power. There's a feminine here who's really trying to assert her dominance. So I feel like there's a feminine who just feels like she's been walked over in some way. Okay. And if you're a masculine watching, I'm sorry to say that, but I have to say what the cards are saying, and I'm going to stand with my feminines. And I feel like there's a feminine here who's been walked over, who's been maybe just not been asserting herself, like been playing weak, and now it's time to like stand firm and like not show that she's powerful or that she's strong, and not only just for herself, but there's people watching, there's other people involved as well, so something became really big. It's like, if I just let this go, then my friends are not going to respect me, my children are not going to respect me, my family's going to think I'm a weak ass bitch. Okay, so this feminine really has to like take it there, unfortunately, because the tower, it became bigger than you two. All that is wanted between you and this person, like honestly, truthfully, is compromise. But especially with that Queen of Wands in the tower, it's like masculine has to compromise. Feminine is not going to, because for whatever reason, whoever this feminine is has been looking very weak to other people. Okay. Even if she doesn't feel that way, even if she knows there's a reason for that, to other people, her friends or her family, she's been looking kind of weak. So I don't know. So it has to go there now. It has to, it's a fight. Now, the outcome is the Six of Wands. So I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is positive or negative. It's positive for one person, it's negative for one person. So one of you, you know, maybe even this feminine, one of you is going to get a lot of recognition, support, and reward. And maybe the other person is going to get a fall from grace. Okay, so let's just see what's going on here. Like, one person has to be the good guy, one person has to be the bad guy. Someone has to be the fall guy, you know? Yeah, King of Swords. So I feel like this masculine, whatever is going to be the fall guy, is going to put someone in a very bitter place as well. Something did not have to get as huge as it did, but people got involved because of the tower. Tower is like, if you think about a tower, you ever heard like dynamite being blown? If you live like in a city or like a town where there's like a lot of like granite or like stone or mountains, you may hear like things being blown up so that they can bust down the rock. Like, you're not going to just not hear that. You hear that, everybody's affected. Now people know, it's not like it was done within inside your relationship, your connection, that no one else was brought in, that you guys can handle it under, under the between you two. It feels like this has been highlighted where so many people are now involved that someone now has to be held responsible. And I almost feel like whoever the more masculine energy is going to be held responsible and going to have to take a fall for something that could have been handled privately, but something is not private here with the tower. Okay, so it does kind of put a little hardship on this connection, and it takes a while to get things back to normal. Okay, it doesn't say that it won't get back to normal, but it does take a long time to get things back to normal. So that's what I'm seeing. All right, Pisces. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to end it here. Make sure that if you have been watching this live, please make sure to like the video before you go. It helps my channel out a lot, guys. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm going to go on Instagram, I think. Yeah, probably go on Instagram and do some readings on there for you guys. And yeah, we'll just leave it there. Just finish out our Sunday. We ain't got nothing else to do, so let's go there and go on Instagram. Just, have a good time. And until next time. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and a great start to the next week. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.